Friday fitness on a Friday. This is what my hair looks like if I don't comb it. Let me get my conversation bat. Also, in defying tradition, I'm wearing a shirt today, but going along with tradition, I didn't button it up. That was my cat jumping on the bed, because as always, the camera is just sitting on the bed, and it's partially propped up by a copy of The Great Gatsby. What I want to talk about today, and that I will title the video, is I guess I was overtraining. I really didn't think I was. But the things I want to talk about in the order that I should talk about them, which is chronological order. You should talk about things chronologically most often. A while ago, months ago, I was sure that I couldn't possibly be overtraining because my workouts, even though they were 6 days a week, were only about 45 minutes. So that's got to be fine. Then I actually timed it, and I was working out for about 90. Because I really like working out, and I have a lot of free time, so I didn't even notice. But I was working out for over 90 minutes most days, and that caused me to change up the way that I was eating a bit. Because if you're going to work out for 90 minutes plus, you should take in some carbs. So I started working on that. But then the next big change was I started running again, and at first I was just running 5K 3 days a week, but that doesn't feel like real running. Because running, I'm trying to think of other things in life that go like this, but if I run as much as I want, I run too much, right? And so that led to last week, actually started this week? I don't know. But at some point I switched back to running every day, and then I just switched to running as much as I wanted. So I wound up running more than 10 kilometers a few days in a row. There's another cat behind me now. And I would work out for 90 minutes to 2 hours, eating apple slices the whole time, then go for a 10K run, and then come home and do the dishes, because that's my post-workout thing. And then I would start eating, and I would inevitably take an afternoon nap. I've taken an afternoon nap for years now. I fall asleep in the afternoon. I've always accepted it. So of course I was overtraining in that sense, and then I jumped up to running 10 kilometers every day. And of course my shin splints kicked in. My legs were just brutalized, and I had to not only stop running, I had to take all of the jumping movements out of my workout as well, because my legs were just hobbled. I felt like I was walking around on toothpicks. And it happens at the start of every running season. I know how to massage them and what exercises to keep doing to strengthen the tibial muscles, so it'll be fine. But that did get me thinking about overtraining, at least somewhat. The real kicker, though, and why I mentioned falling asleep in the afternoon, is that one day, I guess this was 2 days ago now, I made my breakfast really early, which is my pre-workout meal, so I worked out really early. And then I fell asleep really early. I took my afternoon nap at 11 a.m. And I when I say take a nap, I noticed, to the point that it worried me, I noticed how sleepy I get. Not just tired, your energy cycles over the course of the day, but passing out, losing consciousness style falling asleep, where it's just I am dead, I'm zombified, I'm fighting to stay awake, and I'm losing that fight. So I have to take a nap every day. But I never thought it was actually related to working out. Because working out is one of the things you can do to have more energy in a day. If you sit around all day, yes, you will feel lethargic. Having an exercise routine generally gives people more energy. So I never thought that was it. And even though I acknowledged that my workout is longer than I thought, I don't think of myself as actually working out all that hard. I would describe it as moderate intensity. I think I'm balancing everything well, and I'm worried that I'm not doing enough. But then every objective metric I look at it really does look like I work out in a way that would be described as intense or extreme, because I'm working out for 2 hours ish, 6 days a week, and eating in a deficit. I'm still trying to find more to eat. This is another thing that I was thinking about recently. Well, actually, just when I was thinking about this video, I think I realized it's funny. It's so odd for normal people to hear when you say you're trying to eat more. Because they're just like, well, just eat more then. It's like when you're a fitness person, there's like usually whole categories of food that you don't eat. Some people don't eat dairy, some people don't eat red meat, some people don't eat any meat. And then like there are select foods that we all really, really like. Like I think it's really important to eat fish, but you can't eat too many fish in a day, or you'll get mercury poisoning. I could eat 2 potatoes instead of one, but then I'm just doubling up the nutrients. I'm already getting everything I need from a single potato. It's kind of a waste of minerals to just be pissing them out because I'm eating 2 potatoes. And so that's genuinely just one weird thing about being a fitness person. But yeah, the other thing I realized is that I'm taking, and this is something I should have known, I'm taking too many exercises to failure too often. Because I like working out 6 days a week, and I want to have an exercise or two that I take to fail, because it's so emotionally rewarding when you take an exercise to failure. But I've just got to stop doing that. You can't do exercises to failure 6 days in a row, and especially if you're not eating enough. So I'm going to take it down to 12, 12 reps per exercise, 2 sets, never to failure. And I'm going to coast that out for some weeks here. And I am eating a bit more now because I started including sweet potatoes with my potatoes. So I'm maybe up to 2,000 calories. And I'm going to keep sleeping as much as I can. I might even, depending on how I feel, at the start of next week, I might start sleeping in the morning too. Because what's been happening lately is I'm still waking up on time, but I'm just so depressed and tired and shitty that I don't do anything anyways. Right? I made a joke this morning on Twitter that like I'm waking up early just to get a jump on being sad all day. It's ridiculous. So if I'm not going to do anything, especially if I'm not going to do my painting, which is the first part of my morning routine, then I might as well be asleep and just get as much sleep as possible and recover. Yeah, overtraining, I guess, will sneak up on you, and you don't have to be that hardcore about it to actually be generating fatigue that you're not recovering from. Because the other thing is I wasn't sore. It's very rare that I'm sore. And part of that is that I don't eat inflammatory foods. I get a lot of cardio and just stretch out a lot. And I'm physically rested in the evening because I don't have a job and I'm not busy. So I wasn't taking on any muscle soreness. My joints don't hurt, aside from, of course, the shin splints from running. But I would say physically, I was going into every workout thinking like, yeah, I'm totally fine. It's just I've noticed, and I was attributing it to depression worsening. But I've noticed that like my energy level, my enthusiasm, and just like just like feelings of being alive have been degrading for weeks. And like I said, I was just like, yeah, I have depression, so that's normal for me that happens. But to fall asleep at 11 a.m. was really suspicious and different, and that's what got me thinking, that's what got me looking. And I watched a bunch of videos on likely adrenal fatigue and overtraining and all that, and confirmed, like, yeah, I work out way too much. You shouldn't take exercises to failure every day, and you shouldn't work out for 90 minutes every day. So yeah, I'm going to dial it back, which means lower weights, higher reps. Because I was powering out, my chest press, which is like the core of my entire workout, it was only 2 sets, but it was 2 sets to failure. And I would do flies beforehand with a band to pre-exhaust the muscle. So it was really my chest failing, not my triceps. And yeah, it's a dumb way to work out to do that 3 times a week. Even though I would love for my chest to be growing faster, I'm doing more harm than good, and I gotta stop. So that's the Friday fitness for you. Don't be a psycho. Check if there are any objective metrics that might suggest to you that you're overtraining. Yeah, peace out.